Hello there, and what is up, everybody? So today we're going to be getting the cast release today. We're going to be getting it, unboxing it, and we're going to be doing a review of it pretty much. So yeah, so we just got called for our call time to go get the Legacy Lightsaber, so let's go.
And again, I'm Pete.
And I'm Nate.
We are the Batu Brothers.
Yep.
Join us on our adventures throughout Galaxy's Edge and all of Walt Disney World.
So for the Kestis Legacy Lightsaber, Disney World and Disneyland have both got 5. So this saber is most likely not going to sell out on the first day. It is probably going to sell out soon, so if you want to get your Kestis Legacy as soon as you can.
Weather on Batu, it is a moderate. It's not too hot, not too cold, just right actually. Perfect day for a lightsaber release. One we've been anticipating for quite some time now.
Almost 2 years now, actually.
Going back to when they first announced the poll, it was I believe 5 if I remember right, Nate?
6.
6.
There was Cal Kestis, Kanan Jarrus, Ezra Bridger, and we also had Qui-Gon Jinn, Anakin Skywalker, and Lord Corvax. And Cal Kestis won that, and that was back in September of 2020. So practically almost 2 years ago, about a year and a half.
So on this stream, we're going to be walking you through the whole process. We're going to be getting the saber. We're going to show you the current stock at Dok-Ondar's Cal Kestis that just came out. And we'll try to move as quickly as we can so we don't get any lag.
Good, just got your second text.
Yeah,
we checked in. Wilson right here. What's the last name?
Vitalik.
So they just got their phone.
Sally, there you go.
And then come on this way. 4? 2? Thanks.
Excuse me, Traveler, sorry. Now what's the last name? So I checked them in while they were online. Alright, you guys are all set to turn the corner? I'll be back in just a few minutes. Here's across the square.
So Cal Kestis' lightsaber, what we do know about it was a bit of a testy release, mostly just because of shipping issues, but now that it's finally out, really happy to hear that. And previewed the prototype back in about, I think it was end of February.
I was there as well.
Of 2021 when they previewed the prototype of the Cal Kestis. And compared to the prototype, the final version, it's ever so slight. It is slightly thinner, and they did get shiny metal rather than like a gunmetal-ish. And it did look a whole lot better than the prototype version. And they did get some of the colorations on the bottom section much better. So it is a definite improvement from the prototype. If you were able to see the prototype, it's a definite improvement.
Thankfully, Dok-Ondar has himself blessed us with his presence. He's been off world quite a lot lately, but on this very special day, luckily he decided to come back to Batu just to grace us with his presence.
Indeed. So recently, out of stock, but it does look like most of them did come back into stock. So the case is looking pretty full for today.
I do love to do in Dok-Ondar as well. I'm waiting to look at lightsabers. Is to take a look at all of the Easter eggs. There is so many callbacks to the original trilogy, to the sequel trilogy, and to the prequel trilogy. I could lose myself just in the shop alone, looking at all the details. I'm not going to give all the details out to you. Some of you that might be watching may not have seen the end of Book of Boba Fett, may not know what that helmet or that chainmail piece right underneath Din Djarin's helmet is. Hopefully, you at least have watched the Mandalorian, and you know that that's Din Djarin's helmet. But there's a lot of detail to be had here, just looking at the details. And unfortunately, all this second level stuff is not for purchase. Doc is. These are among Doc's most prized possessions, so he does not put these on sale on the second level here.
Yeah, some of them are very cool looking, and I do wish some of them were for sale, though.
Hello, PP0. Welcome to the stream. You're just joining us now. We are in the line for the Legacy Lightsaber counter. We're going to be getting Cal Kestis' Legacy Lightsaber. We're going to get 2 of them. And we're going to do a separate review. Probably not here in Dok-Ondar. We'll move to someplace hopefully a little bit more quiet, or maybe Docking Bay 7. But we intend to do a full and initial thoughts. They are retailing, PP0, they are retailing for 159.99 credits each.
Basically,
that's before.
Yep. And with tax, it's about $170.
About the same as the original Maul and the Shadow Maul that just recently released.
Basically, the price of a lightsaber with an attachment or an extra piece for it. Yep. Looks like it came from there. It's insane. You showed me, and it looks so good.
If you are just joining our stream again, please like, subscribe, and share if you're enjoying this content. Gain viewership, and hopefully this is something that you enjoy us seeing. So we like doing these streams, trying to focus on all Disney parks, not just Galaxy's Edge, but Galaxy's Edge is definitely very close to both of our hearts.
And it's been the focus of most of our videos recently. But be sure we're looking into doing another park, possibly Animal Kingdom, for our next stream, so definitely stay tuned for that. Tomorrow, though, we are also going to be doing another Galaxy's Edge stream because they're going to be having a lightsaber meetup tomorrow night here in Galaxy's Edge. It's at 7 p.m. and they have it over around the Thai Echelon near the First Order side. So yeah, we'll definitely be streaming that.
Biatch proper, welcome to the stream. It is actually possible to get the OG Anakin Saber. It is not sold individually. It's sold as a part of a bundle pack that includes a blade, a stand, and a belt clip.
And welcome to the stream, England, Portugal 91. It's good to have you back.
The Lightsaber meetup, unfortunately, is going to be this Saturday, as in tomorrow. They actually happen typically on a every 3 months or so basis with the main Discord that Nate and I are part of.
So the Cal Kestis is actually not a NeoPixel. It is just a standard LED type blade. We personally, Pete and I, we both have NeoPixels, but they do not that we got from third-party companies.
Now there is a third-party Etsy manufacturer that manufactures a blade that is close to NeoPixel quality. It's called the J-Move blade. If you want to look them up on Etsy, it is J-Move's Playground. Their blade is about $269 and can color change, so you can do all the colors of the major fibers. There's a couple other effects that you can insert, but which one are you getting, PP Zoo? Zero? Posted in the stream.
And which company also? You can get it in Tatooine Traders or Keystone Clotheteers. They do have it there, and I think it's like $219.99 if I remember right, and it is not discountable. But they are not going to be bringing it back to Dok-Ondar. They did have it back for a short time, but not sure. AliExpress XenoPixel. So one company I'd recommend more of a budget price NeoPixel is Dark Wolf Sabers. Definitely check them out. They got some pretty good price NeoPixels for around that price, and they're much more reliable than standard AliExpress stuff.
England, Portugal. Yes, it is a little bit busy today. This is the second week round of most spring breakers here in the southeast. I think this week starts. I want to say Orange County, maybe. I'm not sure exactly, but it is another round of spring breakers. Bottom line.
Yeah, Orange County was last week, but it is spring break. Yeah, XenoPixel is a very good type of saber to start off with if you're looking to get into the higher of it. It's better not to start with like a direct NeoPixel because of the price, and then also electronics can be a little bit of an issue at times, and finding how to get them fixed can be a pain in the butt at times.
The shop that Nate was talking about where they sell the bundle set is actually in the park, but it is outside of Galaxy's Edge. It's actually the gift shop for the Star Tours ride. And then the other one is pretty much the exit gift shop as you're walking out of the park, Celebrity 5 and 10s. Or no, excuse me, Keystone Clothers.
That store is basically a half Marvel, half Star Wars.
Hello,
Hi,
Sam
Sam.
Dean.
Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you in the stream today. So I got in the virtual queue at about 2 o'clock, but I didn't get to the park until less than an hour ago. So basically, I've been waiting for a couple of hours, but not in the park. 'Cause you can make the virtual queue line if you have the barcode before you get into the park. So, but normally if you do it in the middle of the day, you're looking at about 2 or 3 hours.
Sam, I have not been to Graceland in Memphis, although a couple of good family friends of mine do live in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Hi. Are you?
It's actually good that they run the virtual queue there proper. It does help control the numbers and make sure that stock is available.
Yeah.
Because as you can see how small it is in this shop, if they were to just let everybody run without any kind of control, stock would be leaving very quickly. Those of us that are true collectors wouldn't get a chance at it.
Yeah, though I am not going to disagree, a 3-hour wait can be a pain in the butt to wait for a lightsaber.
Indeed.
The way I see it is it's better than a 3-month wait, like what you get for some NeoPixels. Because the thing is with some NeoPixels, you can be waiting as long as a year to get your saber after you order it. It all depends on the company though. But most NeoPixel companies are typically fast. At the end of the day, it really all depends on the company and the hilt. Yeah, there is a Darth Maul. It's the Shadow Collective Darth Maul, the original Darth Maul. I believe was, yeah, it is sold out. So hopefully come back soon.
And again, if you like what you're seeing, we will be covering the full everything that's in the case once we get up to the case. Just give us time.
We are going to be getting the Kestis Legacy Lightsaber, the one that just released today. Don't make me do this. I really look forward to getting it because it will be a fine addition to my collection.
Spoken like a true General Grievous that you are.
Yeah, I know I'm a Grievous, but I'm more of a Kenobi. My trademark line is still there.
Proper, if you're talking about the Savi's experience, absolutely. It is definitely worth it just for the experience. The actual Savi's lightsabers aren't the world's best quality, but it is definitely worth it for the experience, especially here on the East Coast. So the 2 East has the distinction of using actual actors, equity actors for the main speaking role. On the West Coast, they just use regular merchandise cast members, which is still not bad, but the experience is, in my opinion, having gone through it more than a few times, much better than the videos I watched on the West Coast.
Savi's is a good experience. Saber could be good quality, but the experience makes
PP0, the meetup is going to be tomorrow. We'll be meeting in front of the Thai Echelon at 8:45 p.m. The whole goal is we take our group pictures as soon as possible after the major crowds have left the Falcon and the Thai Echelon. That way we don't distract from any lines that are still there, and that way we also maintain some level of control of a lot of people. On an average, these lightsaber meetups do bring anywhere from 150 to 200 some people. So May the 4th, I would expect that to be a really big one. We do have another one on May the 4th, if you can't make the one tomorrow.
Also, we are actually thinking about making our own group to do lightsaber meetups too. So if we end up doing that to make the meetups more frequent, we'll definitely post that in the description of our videos. They're about every
3 months.
Yeah, every quarter, pretty much.
Yep.
Right now, there are about 8 different lightsabers you can buy. In Dok-Ondar. They do have 2 other ones available at Tatooine Traders, that being the Mace Windu and the Skywalker Legacy saber.
Darth Vader?
Yeah,
I think Darth Vader is still in stock
they do have
individually.
Darth Vader in stock, and they do have the bundle set over at Star Tours as well. It's basically the same saber, but it's a bundle set versus the hilt itself, no blade, accessories, nothing else.
Yeah, the meetups are a lot of fun. Meetups is actually the way I met Nate for the first time, and we just kind of hit it off during one of them, and we've been friends ever since. They're also a lot of fun if you long term, if you want to get into any of the costuming groups that support charity events like the helmets on the wall, PP0, are not for sale. Again, anything you see on the second level of the shop is Doc's personal collection and is not up for sale. However, there are helmets, again, available at Tatooine Traders and also at Keystone Clothiers. There's no helmets that are sold in Galaxy's Edge on Planet, but they do sell them in the park out elsewhere. Yeah. Idle right now.
Actually, I think Luke Skywalker is sold out.
PP0, it's 99.99 credits. That's $99.99 to make a droid. Those are non-discountable. Add on a backpack. There's also different personality chips because stock they either come as a sounding just like BB-8 from the sequel trilogy or R2-D2 depending on what you build from the original trilogy. But they do have custom personality chips that can change the beeps and the boops. So the fun doesn't stop when you leave the planet with them. They interact with the land here because there are Bluetooth beacons throughout the land, but they also interact with each other when you're home. So if you build 2 droids, you're looking at endless fun when you get home because they will talk to each other about every 5 minutes or so. They'll interact and they'll hear a beep and a boop.
Also, they do have pre-built droids you can buy. You can buy R2-D2, C-3PO, BB-8, Chopper, a B-1 battle droid, Dio, and DJ Rex. And those are basically completely pre-built droids, and they are also, depending on the droid, but R2, D2, and BB-8 are both $99, and those are discountable. So if you wanted to get a pre-built droid, it's basically the same as a build-your-own droid, but it's a character droid, not a custom one, and that's 20% discount for annual pass holders, and then also you can get like and all the discounts that they have. I still have yet to make a droid, but I hopefully plan on doing one sometime soon. If I end up building a droid, I'll probably build an R series unit. Or if I don't build one, I might even buy the pre-built R2-D2. I'm not sure yet.
For me, England, my favorite piece of Galaxy's Edge merchandise right now is the Ahsoka Tano Clone Wars Legacy Lightsaber. So that is my favorite of the entire Legacy lineup. It's the lightest, in my opinion. Second, maybe only to the Obi-Wan Kenobi one, but definitely that's my favorite. How about you, Nate?
For me, it's probably the Count Dooku Legacy lightsaber and the Darksaber Legacy one.
The blades come in 3 different sizes, PP0. You have the 26-inch, which is $44.99. The 36-inch, which is the movie-accurate behemoth, that's $50 after tax, $49.99, so over $50. And then the 31-inch, they do occasionally sell those separate from the Savis. That is actually the blade that you get with your Savis build experience, a 31-inch. Sell the 31 inches for $49.99, the same as the 36.
Yeah, they're both $49.99.
You tried the
Yeah, Pete, what's your favorite piece of Star Wars merchandise? Not limited to Galaxy's Edge, like piece of merchandise that you have.
Well, that's really a tough because I have a well-balanced collection overall, but if I had to pick one particular thing that I'm really fond of, it reminds me of the first time I came to Galaxy's Edge. It would be my Sabak set. It was actually the first piece of merch I actually bought when I first came to Galaxy's Edge. Simply because I wanted to see the game that Han Solo won the Millennium Falcon from Lando Calrissian. And I wanted to own it and learn how to play it.
I'm surprised it wasn't your Princess Leia NeoPixel.
Yeah, I'm thinking more than just lightsabers. Without a doubt, lightsabers, non-Galaxy's Edge, my Leia is my favorite.
Yeah, for me, my favorite piece of Star Wars memorabilia would probably have to be my really expensive NeoPixel Obi-Wan saber I have, my Corvette OWK3, which I need to get fixed. Hopefully have that done soon, but I freaking love that saber. It is so pristine, beautiful, and it's accurate to a T, and I love it. And then also my NeoPixel Darksaber, of course. I mean, how can I not like this? I love this thing. This is definitely my second favorite saber. The queue, we're looking at maybe another 5 to 10 minutes before we get up to get the saber. Sure, I can turn the Darksaber on.
You want a demonstration?
Yeah, that's my Darksaber. Looks slightly blue, but that's just because of the lighting in here. But yeah, it is a white blade though.
Yeah, some of the merch that you see over here in the closet, over here in the corner.
But it is a color changer though. But yeah, sorry, Pete.
Yep. Some of the merch you're looking at over there in the corner there, William, is the Yoda robes that you have. There's also various busts and other memorabilia from Jedi ages past. And another one of my favorite Easter eggs in here is you look over there in the distance, you can see a baby Sarlacc. If you're a fan of the Galaxy's Edge comic, there was this limited edition comic that they released right before. A lot of the backstory of some of these artifacts in here. And one of those artifacts is the baby Sarlacc that was actually brought to Dok-Ondar's Den of Antiquity here by none other than Han and Chewie and the Falcon. Yeah. You can buy additional lightsaber bags. They are a little bit pricier, but they provide a little more protection than the standard Savis. A little more pockets, a little more options for you to put chargers, extra kyber crystals.
Yep, this is really good for NeoPixel.
And very good for NeoPixels because you can put all your tools and whatnot to install your blades. And they're $49.99.
Annual pass holder, DVC, cast member discounts do apply on this, I will say that.
And you can look at the wall of holocrons. Unfortunately, it does look like they are out of Jedi holocrons once more. Mostly Sith holocrons. They've been having a fairly decent problem with the RFID reader chips and the component itself. And it looks like we're next in the queue.
And you're McKinney?
PP0 Nate's Darksaber was approximately $900.
Approximately, yeah. The one they sell here is about 224 with tax.
Holocrons, you're looking at 50. 50, that's $50 credits.
Down at the end, huh?
All right, here we go.
Thank you. So just for your knowledge, you guys can hold up to 3. After that, I'll hold 3. Or you look like you already know exactly.
I already know what I want to hold. Do you even need to ask?
Cal, right?
Cal.
Okay, got it.
Of course, Kestis.
So, the thing about Cal's is it does come with the
The connector.
connector bottom, yeah. So if you were to purchase 2, then you the turn's on right there. You just want to push that in. It's our heaviest one.
So here it is. Cal Kestis.
Like, yeah. It's very cool. And when you like turn it off, the way it's really fast. It's very different from here.
It does have a very fast deactivation. I will say that. Now that you mention it, I do notice it. And the damage on the pommel. Look at that detail work right there. That is detailed work. That's
Very well done and
Very well
definitely
done.
improved
It's really
from
cool.
the prototype. They definitely took some of the comments that people gave them when they revealed the prototype and obviously incorporated them into the final product.
So yeah, so there are definitely a lot of noticeable differences between this one and the prototype, and I like it. This is a good activation button. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be this one, but yeah, this one's still nice too. Yeah, the hill, this part here is completely metal. This is more like a plasticized grip, while down here is more rubberized. And this part is a plastic as well. And also it's got a cover tech knob right here on the back as well. And the blade is also fully removable on it, so this would be just the hilt by itself. It is a tad on the thicker side, but it's still a nice hilt overall. I really like this one. It's definitely in my top 3 for the Legacy Sabers, I'll say that.
What's your other top one?
My other top one, Dooku and the Darksaber.
Really? Okay, so mine's Ahsoka Tano.
He likes the Ahsoka.
Yeah.
I like the Ahsoka too.
My favorite.
So this took the place of Ahsoka, of being number 3.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just because how much I love Cal Kestis. But yeah, and it's definitely hefty too. I'll say that.
Yeah, it's the
It's
heaviest
got-
one we have up here. It used to be Ray. Ray's is 4 pounds. I don't know how much that one weighs actually off the top of my head.
I'll
but
say
it's
that-
the heaviest one now.
I'll definitely have to do a measure. I'll put them on a scale and see which one is heavier.
So you'd like to purchase this?
EP0, we will do
Okay.
a more in-depth
I'm gonna
review
get the staff.
once he
So
gets
I'll
it.
grab them for you,
But
and then we
it
slide
does
you down,
come with a
she'll
cover
check you out,
tech
just 'cause
knob,
my transactor's down.
so it does work
Sounds
on
good.
all of the standard belt clips from Galaxy's Edge.
We've been thinking about doing a lightsaber collection video and pulling out some of our raddest sabers. Definitely pull out my whole NeoPixel collection. But yeah, also later we're also going to be doing a little comparison of the Legacy Cal with something like this.
And that is the Corbanth 89 Sabers version. You can buy
do a
the
comparison.
You can buy the belt clip here. They do have belts also. EP0.
Just in case you aren't aware about innovations on
So we are going to be doing the unboxing right here on the stream. So don't go anywhere.
Yep, and they do have 10 Legacy lightsabers available here in Galaxy's Edge.
Can I get the Dooku with the 36 inches?
It's too bad you can't buy the stand of that caliber, because that's a nice stand.
36 inches is the longest
Oh, I know.
That's a nice stand.
It's cool.
I like that.
I Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, really what it boils down to for the Legacy
use it for the
collection,
couple of
unless you are a
Yeah.
pure collector and you just, like myself and
That was a
Nate,
crazy
have a
sale,
goal
say
of
that.
always having
That was a
the
crazy
entire
sale.
Legacy collection. Really, it helps if you just have a particular character that speaks to you, particular character that you really associate with from any of the trilogies, either the prequel, sequel, or original trilogy. Help keep the cost down a little bit. But if you're a pure collector like Nate and I, you gotta have them.
Yeah, you have to. You need to give in to the dark side on that.
No, would you mind picking up? Thank you so much. Sorry.
I think the mall one would be a cool one to go for because for this one, like right in here on the hill, it actually has a crystal that lights up too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that makes it my top 3 because you can see the Kyber crystal. That's like the fun fact that I tell everyone.
Okay, yeah.
And it's almost as light as Ahsoka. It's a little bit heavier, but it's pretty close.
And it does combine with the original Darth Maul to make the staff too that you see in season 7 of Clone Wars.
Yep.
Yeah, but we'll definitely do a lightsaber collection video for both of our collections.
And the lightsaber with the crystal PP0, that is the Shadow Collective version of Maul.
This
The
one
that
right
Nate's
here.
pointing at right there.
Yep.
And that one, just like Cal Kestis, retails for $159 because it does come with an attachment piece that you can add on an original Maul and make the staff seen in season 7 of the Clone.
Yeah, the only ones that are $149 are the Dooku and the Rey.
They're not tin blades, no.
This is another one of Doc's finds throughout the galaxy. This is a baby Dianoga. For those of you that are familiar with the Dianoga monster that was in the trash compactor in episode 4, this is a baby version of it.
Travelers down here. So just so you know, for your own knowledge, you guys can go tonight. It's a party after is there anyone specific you'd like to start off with today?
And did you want 1 bag or 2 bags? Because they're pretty heavy, so.
All right, so
One bag with double bag.
the only one, if you don't have any of them yet, that is not being able to do any sort of double rolling date with you would have to purchase 2 and then comes with a after bottle, and that part is secret.
I'm getting very testy about opening these.
I think
So you've seen the individual previews. Now we're going to give you a quick preview before we unbox this and put it together. This is what the staff looks like put together. Full staff, 2 halves. It's a little bit on the hefty side, but still very manageable.
have a great night.
Thank you. Till the fire.
Till the fire.
All right, so now we're gonna go find a spot to unbox this thing.
Not really sure. Till the fire burns.
It's nice. I mean, it doesn't compare to. Yeah, side by side. Was this?
Awesome, but yeah, I subscribed to your channel because I saw you and Jojo's video, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was hoping to.
Yes.
Hi.
Always meeting new friends, hopefully new subscribers. We are the Batu Brothers. Okay. We started our own channel. It's mostly centered around Galaxy's Edge, although we do cover all of Disney World.
All right, cool.
Not just here.
Hi.
Check us out.
Rogue Disney. I'll say bye. Do the same thing.
All right, take care.
Yeah, you
Like the videos.
Take care. Thanks, man. now, I think we should go to do it. What do you think, Pete?
Yeah, we'll see how. Sometimes it can get a little loud in there, but it is definitely the quietest place to do any kind of lightsaber training. It's usually very solitary, not very. The Star Cruiser having been open for over a month now, or almost a month now, realize that you can go back there on not. Halcyon isn't orbiting Batuu and visiting us. We have free reign of that starport.
Yep, and the starport is a real.
Good to see you, Jake. It's fantastic to see you, gentlemen. I see you've got some. You got some extra scrap metal on your hip.
I brought my third party one.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
And obviously you got the prize possession, of course, as always. And wow, that is the dually, isn't it? Yeah, you had some credits to spend today, didn't you?
Yeah, so one of the guys that we see around here a lot, and one of our good
I think
friends.
he's got some debts to pay off with Ogagara,
Some?
but he's working on that.
Yeah.
Some is a light way to put it, but yeah, it's fantastic to see you guys again. I'm gonna head back to finish paying off my debts. I'm glad you got your saber. So,
But yeah.
make sure that my boss upstairs doesn't.
All right.
So,
Enjoy. All right, we'll see you around. To the starport. Yes, I do have the Darth Maul saber. Pete and I both do. We have both halves. We both have both of the originals, and then one Shadow Collective each, because but an original and a Shadow can. All right, so here is the starport. One of our favorite spots here on planet, and it does look to be mostly unoccupied, so we'll be able to do something in here, which is awesome.
So, in case you were wondering, when the Halcyon is visiting, this is where they come in from. This is how they tell that people going back to the Halcyon have the proper credentials. And just like if you're familiar with Club 33, no, it's not working today. Maybe one day. Let's try the thumb. No. Try the index finger. No, not working. But back here, this is where the transports leave, going to the Halcyon, coming from those guests, their excursion day on Batuu. Hopefully one day Nate and I will save up. It's a little ways off because it is expensive, but it is well worth the price from every review that I'm hearing.
You all been waiting for the Kestis saber.
So all of the legacy lightsabers have some sort of a symbol on the button that identifies that specific character, and for Cal Kestis, that it also identifies the color of the blade. So for Cal Kestis, it does come stock with blue. For those of you that have played, Cal does develop multiple colors, but this is going back to the beginning of the game when he just has blue. because this is reminiscent of his master Jaro Tapal.
Correctamundo.
And the symbol, as you can see, again, from those of you that have played the game Jedi Fallen Order, it is the symbol straight out of the game.
Yes, it is. So let me see. I might have something I can do.
Little miscellaneous stuff on the back. It does identify the type of batteries that it takes. These particular helps take 3 AAA batteries. And as you can see, the end piece that is the damaged end piece screws off, and then the battery pack comes out, and you replace the batteries.
All right, now a card, an excellent way to open a package. Sweet.
And here we go.
All right, here we are, the first Cal Kestis. Boom! There she is. And this is actually interesting, is it doesn't come with the standard hilt, it has the connector on it. Huh. Interesting. Really interesting. And it does take 3 AAA batteries though. So I'm going to start out with the single hill. I'm not going to do a staff right away. So it does emitter pommel right here on the bottom. I'm gonna put that on. And there it is, Cal Kestis, all by itself. Now to pull out that blade plug, grab out a blade. So I'm going to be using a 31-inch blade. I got this blade when I did one of my Savi builds. So basically you got to, to get it to line up, you got to put the large piece on the large part of it and then the small piece on the small part. Once you line that up, you push down and you twist to the left and it should pop up into place. And here we go. We're going to fire up the first one. Cal Kestis' lightsaber. Oh yeah.
Getting a little bit closer so you can actually hear the activation sound a little bit better.
All right, so here's the activation.
As you can see, they did a really good job with the detail on the broken end, very reminiscent of the game. You can see Nate demonstrating it does come with a cover tech. It's actually more accurate if you're going to dual wield it or wield it as a staff.
Yeah.
But it still works.
In terms of the two, now let's actually do a comparison between my Korribanth 89 hilt version versus the Legacy. So personally, between the two, there's a huge difference. Huge, as in like this one is so chunky compared to an 89. So this one, it's currently installed later on with NeoPixel electronics and a Profi 2.2 soundboard. And for mine, I actually put a little D-ring on here. I took a chain and just made a D-ring for it, which is actually, when it's in single bladed form, how you see Cal using it. So like that when I'm walking around with it. Versus the standard cover tech being D-ring versus cover tech. For the single blade, this is accurate. For the double blade, this is accurate. Still though, I mean, in comparison between the two, the 89 and the Legacy, this one's gonna beat this one out, period. Just because it's a third-party one, and third-party ones tend to be a lot better. But when I get it done, I'm gonna get this completely weathered. It's gonna look a lot more like this. And then when I get this end done, I'm actually gonna have the metal bent outward, and I'm gonna use this as a guide to determine how I want the saber to look. But yeah, overall, I prefer the 89, but I'm not gonna lie, this Legacy is stinking nice. I like it. Yeah, and in terms of going by the emitter, it looks like the Legacy is ever so slightly longer, but the proportions for the emitter section versus the grip, because we're going just by the grip section, I think this is slightly better. But yeah, both, at the end of the day, they're both really cool. So yeah. I like it. It's nice. So now we're going to get the second one, we're going to do the staff. So I'm just going to set this one aside for a minute. And I'm going to yank out the other one and we'll do the staff. Gotta pull out my trusty annual passes are they're good for more than just getting you in Disney, I'll say that. One, and third time's the charm. Fourth and fifth in this case. Here we go. Now I got it.
PB0, we would definitely consider doing a lightsaber tricks tutorial. Both of us have had some level of training. We have a Saber Academy that we both train with on a regular basis here local to Orlando, but that would require us to have a third person holding the stream, and we'll work on that. That would be something that we'll definitely keep in the mind for the future.
All right, so here is the full staff.
So the full staff, you take the connector piece that you had to take off to put the broken valve. You leave that on there, and then you just take it and it's a little bit easier to line these up than, say, the original Maul, which takes a little bit of work with a Allen key and some adjustment to get everything to line up correctly, i.e. to get everything all in line they should be.
I'm not gonna lie, this is got some decent weight to it. But yeah, this is the accurate way that both sabers would look. The single hilt form, and then the staff. But yeah, I mean, this thing is a killer on my side because of the weight, but it's nice. Now let's put some blades in this bad boy.
Now the blades Nate's using are 231s. For those of you that are purists that might actually consider learning how to wield a dual-bladed lightsaber, Ray Park, the original actor who played Darth Maul, has been quoted on record as saying he only used 26-inch blades when he was training.
All right.
It's a little bit more manageable, but 31-inch blades, as you're about to see, definitely add the value when it comes to picture value and definitely impressiveness.
All right, here we go. Activating both blades. really have with it, not that many, but the only thing is the thickness, but that's a Disney saber, so it is expected. Yeah, I like the button replacement. I honestly expected it to be a push button to be right. It's a nice saber. Definitely, this is definitely my favorite staff. Hands down, this is my favorite staff. One thing I really hope is later on they make a Serjunda saber that they can make compatible with this one, so this way you can actually do it. I'm geeking out so bad right now, I love this. Eventually, I do want to get my Cal Kestis, Corvette Cal Kestis, eventually to be like this, but for now, this suffices. This suffices so well, I like it. And then of course, I gotta do the one thing. I gotta spam the blades just once. Definitely worth buying. 100% recommend this. If you're able to get out here and get one, do it. It's the best staff that they've made. So far, you've been able to get do 4 staffs here at Galaxy staff, the Shadow Collective one, the Jedi Temple Guard Saber Pike, and then now this one. This was probably the best one. But yeah, sweet. So yeah, I think I might. Yeah, Pete, why don't you take it? So Pete actually, he also got one of these too. So we both have a full staff.
This is a good quality metal. So these
Yeah,
are
it's a full metal construction.
They're not low quality. You definitely get your money's worth with these.
All right, so now Pete's gonna spin it around. Oh yeah. Definitely a really, really cool saber, hands down.
I'd say my only criticism so far, aside from chunkiness, but that's a necessary evil to the electronics, so that Disney tries to make their collection standard to all the innovation is the sound holes when you put it together. If you hold it wrong, it can muffle it a lot. So
yeah,
that's my initial observation.
Yeah.
But other than that, overall, I am very, very happy with the quality. quality of the build. It is definitely, as Nate said, it's definitely worth your money.
Yeah, that is true.
Other than that, overall, I am very, very happy with the quality of the build. It is definitely, as Nate said, it's definitely worth your money.
Yeah,
And again, just like Nate said, this is one of my favorite ones because I truly enjoyed the game Fallen Order. As a matter of fact, I've been working on yet another playthrough. I've beaten it about 6 times. And in leading up to the release, I was definitely playing the game through a little bit more. So
Yeah, I noticed you tried to twist it off one time.
it does have a little bit of easy to inadvertently deactivate, but overall, this will be a good training saber.
It will. Yeah.
It may even replace. I do like the Season 7 because of how light it is, how easy it is to spin.
Yeah, one thing we're both used to, and I mentioned, is twisting our wrist to turn the saber off. Because the thing is, with NeoPixel, for us, our NeoPixels have a factor where which you don't have to press the button to turn it off. You literally just twist your wrist and it turns it off, and twist your wrist to turn it on. So that is something that we're both used to. And whenever we pick up one of these, we're just like, oh man, why didn't it turn off? And they're like, oh, it doesn't have gesture controls. But still, overall, Cal Kestis Legacy Lightsaber, absolutely amazing. It gets a definite, I'd give it a 9 out of 10 star review. What do you think you give it, Pete?
I'd give it, honestly, in my opinion, I'd give it as a legacy saber. I'd give it a 9.5. Just because I love how they changed it from the prototype. That the prototype was definitely even a little bit chunkier than the final product ended up being. I'm definitely pleased with how the damaged end turned out compared to the prototype. The prototype was not nearly this detailed, not nearly as intricate.
No.
So you can definitely see the difference. You can actually look up pictures of the prototype from when they released it back in January.
Yeah. So with the two side by side, we have the broken half and we have the staff. Tell us which one you guys prefer. We'd love to hear your thoughts, opinions. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the single half a little more just because of the damaged bottom, and I just think that it looks slightly better to me having the damaged bottom.
I think for ease of walking throughout the land, I will definitely this will be one of the few times that you'll see me with the full staff. Definitely ease of walking throughout the land. It's definitely easier with the single staff.
Yeah, definitely easier with the single.
With the game. Again, if you've ever played the game, he does go through, depending on easily half to 3/4 of the game just with this single blade.
Yep, just the single
before
one
you
with the
get
damaged bottom.
Lightsaber.
But yeah, it looks cool, hands down. I like it. Nice saber, definitely worth getting.
Although even in the game, if you play the game through, you can fight single-handed. Even once he gets the double-handed lightsaber, you're not into fighting double-bladed once he gets the double-bladed lightsaber.
Yes.
right, now that we're finished officially with our initial review, our initial thoughts, we're going to close this out with a nice, relaxing stroll through Galaxy's Edge.
As soon as we at nighttime, these will look a lot better.
Night, there is no other way to describe it. It is beautiful during the day. So otherworldly, you literally feel like you're on a Star Wars set. But at night is when it really comes alive. Stop for one of my favorite views. I like to call this my apartment up here.
Yes!
Yeah, that thing is
Now over here you see an example of another person that's holding the staff. I believe that's with a 36-inch blade, so it looks even bigger with a 36-inch blade. That's very unwieldy. Personally, I prefer 26s because they're much easier to spin, much easier to practice with. Used when he was practicing, i.e. Ray doing his stunt work in episode 1.
I'd rather do shoot stuff.
Give our lag here for a minute. It is an absolutely gorgeous day here on, but again, not too hot. The three suns are definitely not beating down on us just yet. That time will come very soon here in about 2 to 3 months. But definitely a really nice day here to be welcoming another Legacy lightsaber into the Dok-Ondar collection. And who knows, maybe there will be something in tune in store for May the 4th. We don't know yet. There's been plenty of rumors of what might be coming for May the 4th. One of the other lightsabers that was voted on and is also equally popular to Cal Kestis. One lineup, which is Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber. mesmerizing is a perfect. It is literally like you're stepping foot on a Star Wars set. My favorite area of Galaxy's Edge is without a doubt where we just came from. I love looking at the Falcon. I have a lot of really good memories. The limited edition Skywalker Legacy set that they released last May the 4th, I actually opened it right in front of the Falcon, and I didn't know that it was a music box that actually played the Force theme directly from A New Hope and the original trilogy. And the first time I opened that, I unboxed it, I took the wrapping off and I opened it, and I didn't even realize that it was moved almost to tears. So definitely, without a doubt, the Falcon Overlook is one of my favorites with Galaxy's Edge. There's no one favorite. And most importantly, I love the friendships that comes along with being a Star Wars fan and what they too much. Everybody can get into the politics of Disney owning Star Wars, owning Lucasfilm, but I try not to focus on that. I try to focus more on the friendships that come. Again, Nate and I became
I was hoping to have it for last meetup, but I didn't. Later, I like that. I like it. Is better than glasses. Yeah.
You're better off with Vader's wall.
earlier streams, you got to go inside there. That's Oga's Cantina. And again, it looks straight like something out of Star Wars. They spared no expense when they designed both of these lands, both on the West Coast and the East Coast, here on the East Coast. Alright, so I think we're going to wrap it up right out here, staring in front of the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy. At some point during our streams, we would love to take you on some rides. I know we haven't been taking on a whole lot of rides, but that's for future stream projects. So again, like, subscribe, and share our channel. And if you like what we see, please keep coming back.
You can hit that bell icon this way you get notified every time we upload or do a stream. But yeah, definitely it was a very good day. Very happy to be able to get the Kestis saber. A definitely totally amazing saber. Definitely worth it. Kestis now available at Dok-Ondar's. Excellent hill. But yeah, definitely we'll see you guys next time. And until then,
Till the spire.
May the Force be with you. Have a good one, guys.
Always.